How is it possible you of negative descendants who talk the most derogatory stuff about people who have been oppressed for over 400 years, forced to do their own form of education, forced to fend for themselves after they were in slavery, forced to be caught up in religion, speech, culture of another race, forced to be in society where they can't get out, they don't have money and they have to follow rules that are negative toward them, forced to be abandoned and mistreated continuously and never fairly treated in anything. These are facts I'm talking about. But then, reverse, they call us biased, prejudiced, racist by speaking about the truth about what's going on. How is it fair for us to request to get funding for what we're about? Because nobody's helping us and we need to depend on each other, and this is our outlet to get it. And they say, we're begging. They say, we're doing something wrong. You can't get any kind of funding unless you're disabled, and even then, it's very limited. You can't raise any real money because they're not going to give you any. And so you fend for yourself and tell people to help support you, and then they shame, insult, and guilt you and need to be right. And I'm not talking about the 304s, the 1316s, or the Magic Cities, or the Alphabet Crew. I'm talking about the main enemy of our race, and you know who that is. It's very difficult to get anything done. I have business plans all over the place, but the banks that will loan me money will charge me double the amount. Will try to get me to get a co-signer and charge me over 35% to get a loan, and the amount is never enough. But when someone of their class go and get a loan, they get over $100,000 without a co-signer, and they give them what they need to get. We can only get that amount if we're trying to get a new car or go to school, which the degree don't do nothing for us anyway, and we usually have to pay that money back. But if we use that same type of technique to try to get a loan so we can back to start a business, they won't give it to us. And nobody seems to see this. I'm not the greatest talker on the planet, but I articulate good enough. You know what I'm talking about. We can't get loans, in other words. We need to fend for ourselves and donate to each other, raise funds for each other, because this system will not let us do what we need to do to make it. So when I ask people to donate to my Cash App or to start a GoFundMe for me to start some business, I'm asking you sincerely because I can practice what I preach and I will give back to my community if I get the support I need. So that's what I'm doing. I'm asking for support. I have no other way of doing anything other than asking for support. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't know everything, but I will work as hard as I can to get what I need to get for my family and myself. And I'm honest. I'm not lying. I'm not perpetuating the truth. And I have an honest mindset and will to do right. And that's what I represent. So I need help from real humans who believe in what I'm talking about to help me get money without being a football guru or basketball genius or any other sports person that makes sounds about of money. I'm not a singer or a tap dancer or a person who puts on a play to entertain you. But I'm a business person that wants to make money for my family and fend for myself because the system doesn't work for me. What's wrong with that? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? For asking for what I need because the society don't give it to me. Every time my people got out there and needed for ourselves, they broke it, tore it, blew it up, and destroyed it. Most of our people are under siege who did it right in this country. Facts.